Hey guys, it's Johnny from Kalponic Studio. I have got another quick tool to save you a lot of time. I'm back with another video, okay? Especially if you are tired of manually cutting out backgrounds, removing backgrounds and all that, right? So the problem is you got a lot of images, but you don't want to open Photoshop or like other tools or heavy duty, right? Let me show you how you can remove a background with Photoshop. So I am opened Photoshop and you can just create over here and go to the properties and create remove background, okay? But it takes time. It does a really good job, but it doesn't detect that this is not, this gray part inside it is not really part of it. It needs to also remove that. It doesn't really say that, right? Or you can also go Control Z and then you can select the subject. Right over here you can select the subject. It has really nicely selected the subject, but it's the same thing, okay? But it will take a lot of time to do a batch of programs from images, okay? Say if you have hundreds of images or 500 images or a lot of images, right? You don't want to go through manually selecting and all that. You can say I can create an action. Well, even then it's slow, and not everybody has a really bloated program, likes a bloated program like Photoshop, okay? Now you can say I can do with AI, okay? You can, of course you can do it AI, but look at Comfy UI, okay? So if you go over here in Comfy UI, you see a lot of nodes, and a lot of us don't really have a very good computer to run this Comfy UI and all that, and a lot of people don't really like the word of AI, right? So that's why I made this really nice tool, which is my Kalponic Studio BG eraser, background eraser. It removes the background. Really simple and nice and reliable way of doing it. Okay. So what you need to do over here is just add the folder. I have already added the folders which I want. Over here I have added it. Okay. So then I have selected where I want to save. Okay, so over here is selected. You can also add another folder if you want. Okay, as many folders you want over here. Then you can just select over here the Inspirate standard for general purposes, or you can select a layer diffuse. This is like a more advanced one if you have complex material like say glass or hair, right? And it has some presets. Okay, you have to, if you want to do a batch, you have to like categorize your images according to glass, hair, fur, or semi-transparent like glowing images. You have to categorize that. Then you can select the process. I just select it. All right, so we can just say start processing. Okay, so I'll be back after it's get finished. I'll be back shortly. So right now let's see how the thing is doing. So over here you see they did a really good job at removing backgrounds, right? Before we can see over here, so this is like with background and after removing background, it does a very good job. Okay, so that's what we can see. And as I mentioned before, it leaves a little bit of halo and fringes. Okay, so this is where my another tool which I showcased in last video will come in handy. Okay, so I have made it a little bit much better with better presets and all that, taken some notes from Photoshop. Alright, so it has some OpenCV, the last version, the older version, and the professional version is like more better. Okay, so and here you have some presets over here like Photoshop like fur, then gloss and transparent, maximum quality. I'll just select Photoshop and I'll select motor tab and I'll just create the run batch. Okay, so it has finished cleaning up those images. Now we will see the result. Okay, now see over here it has created, fixed those halos and everything, and it looks much better. You see it looks really much better, and it's ready for like putting out for assets and editing and all that, whatever you want to do with it. Okay, so with the tools both combined you get a really nice workflow which you can remove backgrounds and all that. Okay, and as I mentioned, why this tool over here, let's go back to our tool. Over here our tool is basically, you don't need any complex nodes or Photoshop actions and all that. You don't need any clouds or anything. Everything is local, lightweight and fast. Okay, the image thing removing is a little bit of computer extensive process, so it takes a little while to finish it, but it's like expected because it's using some complex map to compute. Okay, and so if you want a lot of images and you want to remove backgrounds and then fix, I have made this tool for you guys. And if you like the video and it saves you time, please give the video a like and subscribe. And if you really want to help me out, there is it will be in the links. I have a lot of assets and all that in itch.io. Consider buying a one or two from them just to support me out. And if you want to improve or anything or suggestions, you can join our Discord server just to say drop hi or put some suggestions and all that. So it's a really nice tool, and I hope you like it. If you want me to continue make some videos, please consider supporting and all that. And I'll see you in the next time. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.